I just better get them royalties though.
Yeah, bring the fans. Bring them on.
I better be bringing the bag.
Yeah.
All right, so for my character, I'm sitting at a table with food around me. I guess I do have a shield guardian beside me, and also I in front of me lies a chessboard. I look around, middle aged, but kind of like there's a wisdom behind my looks more than what my age shows. So I don't look old, but I do have like the eyes of experience. I'm not wearing any armor. I am wearing clothes, kind of like fancier leathers, and I do have a hat. But I do not give the impression that I am militant, nor do I give off the impression of being a combatant.
And the
Technical difficulties.
yeah.
Oh, I'm down to polymorph.
All right.
Want to introduce yourselves?
Oh, us?
Main party.
All right.
Introduce yourselves.
I'll go first. Oh, us? So,
Main party.
here you see Erwin Glenfellow, a halfling roadside fighter who looks like who has. Okay, let me take a look at this. I did not plan this. Roadside fighter who.
Me thinking of things to describe myself.
But yeah, I have a bio. Okay, so he has tan skin, and as a halfling, he's small. He looks small, but he has like 3.1 feet. But he's like a young adult and has dark brown eyes and brown hair, and he seems to kind of try like stand firm and try to look like looks like that he isn't a creepy fellow.
But fails,
'Cause
right?
No.
Okay.
There's a
But
roll
you
on
just see like, but he just looked like looks like that he's trying to be. With all these all these respected people.
our tokens.
All right, so that's the halfling, and his name is Davra?
Erwin.
Erwin.
Urin. Okay, I was going by the names that I see on the screen. Oh wait,
Okay.
I was looking at the wrong person. I see Erwin Glenfellow. Nice to meet you. I take it that you're the representative of the group. And I'm looking at everybody.
I mean, yeah,
don't
probably
know.
Erwin or Feather.
Who is the representative?
Well,
I vote myself representative.
No. This young fellow approached me first, and he seems to have more brains and than size. So
Really gonna do
I like him.
oh
Okay,
well.
just going straight to insults. This is wonderful. Okay.
I didn't insult
Oh.
anybody. I'm talking about
Well-
the courage of that the little guy.
Very.
Well, I'm flattered of you telling me this, but I would also like you to meet my fellow party members because they're equal as a team as with me, and I just like try to show a gesture of showing him to Feather.
Okay.
Yes, hello, I am Feather in the Wind. Feather is a tall and lanky cat whose limbs almost seem too long for his body. The fur on his head and going down to his back is a golden tan, while the fur starting below his chin going down to his chest is more pale and almost white. Throughout his fur, you see a series of black dots similar to that a cheetah might have, and he has black tear marks that run down from his eyes to the outside of his mouth. His eyes are piercing blue and seem to twinkle at the light every time he finds a new object to inspect or hears a new story. Yes, so I'm Feather. I have come all the way from Mastika. I came to explore all these wonderful new lands and yeah, had a little bit of a detour in the Underdark. It was interesting at first, but I'm quite happy to be gone.
With that, I hold my glass up and I say, "Cheers to your pilgrimage. Good to hear."
Cheers as well. Glad to meet you. And you're Sir Laniver Strail, is that?
Oh, yes. Sir Laniver
Okay.
Strail. I'm here representing
Yes,
the
all right. Yes, and so, might I ask, what is it you are, or like what position you hold, or what importance are you that you are at this feast?
Me or the other guy? Me?
Sir Laniver Strail.
Oh.
Whoever I was talking
well,
to before.
I'm surprised to be answering such a question. I thought that I was the most respected figure among the factions here in Gauntlgrym. I, of course, represent the Order of the Gauntlet, and we are very interested in the goings-on in the Underdark and whether or not they threaten the entire material realm.
Well, apologies for our ignorance. We are extremely new to town. We just arrived today, so we know absolutely nothing about what's going on here.
As the order of the representative spoke, you notice in the corner of your eye a very sleekly dressed human female with a scar over her left eye. And she, when he says, "I am the most respected person here," she audibly laughs.
So funny. The Order of the Gauntlet is widely respected throughout the North, and all the favor.
You may be respected in the North, but that is not everywhere, is it?
I'm confused. What is happening here?
Kag is ignoring whole conversation, eating food.
Dara's just like quietly sitting, eating food and kind of taking it in, listening to all the various side conversations that are going on.
I was
So
just kind of
hearing
sitting there looking at everybody nervously, just like back and forth to everybody, especially the human.
Well,
hearing
Laniver.
Right.
Erwan.
I guess if we're still, I didn't realize we're still at peace, but yeah, I'm just eating. He's a Laniver is just like a human fighter. He's got a beard, a knight, armor, and a scar across his face. Very very grizzled fella.
So hearing the female human laugh, and who do you might be? Like just like a curious, like sound curious, just because she spoke out.
Who wants to know?
Me, and I raise up, and you see a halfling raise up his hand, saying, "Me," because I'm just curious, because the thing is that our group, we've been in the Underdark for a longer time, and I just want to know everyone around the table.
Yes, well, perhaps there is a price that could be paid, but otherwise I see no reason. You say the Underdark.
Of course.
I know that you encountered the demon there.
The Demi-Gorgon. It's a
Demogorgon.
And a big mushroom.
I think it's an franchise.
Franchise.
Was it a big mushroom?
The big mushroom was a whole separate thing. There was the Demogorgon, which the Ukatoa managed to summon, or not the Ukatoa, the Kutoa, and then there was this whole other thing where there's this giant mushroom people who were being driven crazy by another demon queen, and they were going to summon more demons. Yeah, and Yeah, I mean, there's also like just random crazy demons pretty much all over the place, which even though that the Underdark is quite dangerous and stuff, it's not normal for there to be that many demons. So demon invasions seems to be on the table.
Question for the DM. Uh, is this information that's already
Yes.
known throughout the Gauntlgrym? We're in Gauntlgrym, right? Yeah. Is this information already
Yeah.
known? No?
Well,
If it's not,
only the information about the Demogorgon is known because that information was brought through the dwarf at the beginning,
so everybody at this feast knows
and the
about
dwarf
it.
at the beginning didn't visit the other places.
All right. So
Everybody at the feast knows about the Demogorgon.
okay. With that, I'm gonna say be careful how you address such issues. We are having a feast and trying to bring up the fear of these stories mentioning demons. We wouldn't want to ruin the mood. Perhaps I can speak with you in my chambers privately, if that's okay with you all, just so I could learn more information without too many prying ears hearing everything that's going on.
I mean,
The human female again scoffs at this. Why should we fear for these puny demons? If this party was able to kill them, then why should these good people be afraid?
I have my own precautions. Let's say self-preservation or the preservation of information from being spilled out to the wrong person.
Preservation of the material realm should come first, and the fact that you all aren't appalled by the sight of Demogorgon himself on the material plane is astonishing to me. And to think that they also allude to the presence of more than one demon lord, is that what I'm to assume or to understand?
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna say, yeah, let's not hide any of the information. I'm yelling it out. Let's not hide any information about any invasions or demons among the people. Let everyone know what is going on.
That's a bad idea.
The crowd looks up, interested.
Under my
Let's not cause a panic here.
Okay, no yelling.
Yeah, I didn't mean to incite
Under my breath.
riot. I thought that we could still discourse amongst the leaders of these factions, come up with something resembling sanity against this problem.
So we don't.
I'm saying, so again, I do request a certain security, just because I am here with the feast and do get along with everyone. It doesn't mean I trust everyone.
Look, my spies would tell me everything that is discussed in that room in 3 minutes after. There is no reason for this secrecy.
With that, gentleman, what's your name, Lord? Oh gosh, let me look at your name. Lavender. Lord Lavender. Well, I hope you enjoy this party. I'm going to go and I'm gonna have fun at this feast. I do not want to ruin the mood with talks of demons. So I will see you guys around, and hopefully we can meet soon. I'd much rather discuss these matters with you in private. And I'm just going to go with my shield guardian and just go to another table and ask people if they want to play chess.
Okay.
Indeed, the fate of Toril is in good hands.
I think I ought to introduce myself. I am Lord.
So drunk.
Lord of perfect timings.
Lord of just on time.
So sorry about that connection problems. I thought I might need to introduce myself. I'm Lord Evanhond of the Lord's Alliance. I'm just spectating for now. I think I'll do what Lord Zerlin has proposed and meet with you in private. Don't ruin the mood.
So many mixed signals. All right, let's have a feast and talk about the demons. Shh, no, talk about the demons. What's going on here?
I mean, I thought we were
They
just
seem
eating.
much
I
more
was told it was
split than they
food.
say they are.
So I guess
Let
we
us
should
be
talk.
frank. Let us be frank. There is little that these lords can do for you. They are simply agents
Well,
of men.
King Bruner speaks up this time. Well, let's get to eating. We might as well try and preserve as much.
All right. Yeah, what do we get to eat?
Well, I mean, it doesn't
Well, over here we have a varied array of meats, and there we have cheeses and breads. Any more that you could want, you can just ask for. There's
Very well, I'll
be
have the
much
cheese and the meat.
that isn't here.
Well, I mean, I could think of a few things. Making me underdark already.
All right. After seeing the gesture of King Brunner and seeing that he's actually getting people to eat, I come back to start enjoying the meal, and I have a fresh glass of wine as well. Oh, by the way, I didn't say it. My name is Lord Zelron. Um, Lord Zelron Roaringhorn of the Harper's Guild. I failed to mention that. Sorry.
Which race are you again?
Human.
Okay, got it. Wait, so we got. Wait, do we have 3 humans here?
I think we have more than 3.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people at this table.
Uh,
Oh, not at that.
Indeed.
Good amount of humans.
Are there any other elves at the table?
The human if you spoke in Elvish, the human female would speak it.
I do not think so. Let me check.
No, I mean it fits. Dara is perpetually out of place, so.
Davra speaks Elvish. If you, the human female speaks Elvish. If you want to speak Elvish, but.
Yeah.
Wait, it's been about an hour since Kag casted polymorph on me, right?
Oh yeah, it's probably off by now.
Okay, so somebody just transforms right in front of my face.
I think it would have been a while ago. Well, I don't know. How long ago was it when he casted polymorph on me? Yeah.
I mean,
To make me look like a halfling.
Polymorph, took my bath, got out of the bath, and then came here.
I mean, how long does it take you to have a bath?
Well, I mean, it's been like 2 months, so.
I guess so it does take a while.
A 2-month-long bath.
No, I was probably in there for like 20 minutes. So you might still be a halfling.
Well, when he does appear, let me know what he changes into. That'll be interesting.
It's like just looking. So I'm just like look.
Okay,
So sitting across from Dara is a halfling. She's wearing like kind of sky blue robes, and she has like a devotional like nun's veil on. And next to her is a crow that she kind of like keeps like muttering to. Like she'll point over to Feather and say, "Yeah, that's a tabaxi." Oh, the crow's like a little harness of pouches on it too. And she'll like, "Yeah, that's a tabaxi. Be careful. You don't want them stealing your stuff."
That's
You
super racist.
And the little crow will like chirp at her, like, that's another halfling, but he's probably not as smart as me.
Yeah.
And she'll give him a little treat. It's like, you're right. He's probably not as smart as you either. You're a very smart crow.
Oh, I'm like
Nolly will give you
Uh,
the biggest stink eye ever.
Yeah.
I'm
And
like
she's
that.
gonna look across the table and it's like, and like the bird's gonna chirp a long time. Like, yes, she is very pretty. Most elves are, even when they're dressed that shabby.
Oh my goodness.
Get wrecked.
Keg,
this
enjoying this feast.
Dara's
like,
gonna
great.
look at this character across from her and be like, and who are you exactly?
oh, hi, I'm Bryn. And she'll just like wave at you and sip a little bit more. Like she'll look at the wine and like look for a glass of water or a cup, or like she doesn't want to drink the. And she looks particularly young, even for a halfling. Like she looks a little out of place amongst everyone else, just like she's sort of like ended up here by accident. She's just sort of trying to make the best of it, but looking around kind of awestruck.
Yeah. What brings you here?
I am. She pauses for a bit. She reaches down, pulls out a note, and reads it. I am from the Emerald Conclave, and I am here to look after our interests. She puts her note back and like nods to herself, like, yes, that. I am from the Emerald Conclave.
And so what does the conclave do?
Yeah, what are those interests?
They are. Pauses again, adjusts her. She's wearing spectacles, and she like adjusts her glasses, reaches into like a couple different pouches. She pulls out one, and pulls out another note. Looks over. Our goal is to. Really? Oh, okay. I guess our goal is to protect nature and inform people of all the benefits of nature. That's silly. And make sure that nature and civilization don't come into conflict. Good luck with that. She puts the note back into her pouch. Yes, that's what I'm here for.
Forgive me if I'm out of place in saying this, but you don't seem super excited to be here.
I mean, I was looking for some books for my temple library. I got kind of side railed from that and sent here for. I'm not sure why. It's like they don't like me. But they sent me here, and now I'm here, and I'm talking to. Her face kind of scrunches up a bit and looks at them. You.
Oh, right. I'm Dara. Pleased to make your acquaintance. What kind of temple do you serve at?
I am a devotee of Mistra. I am from a temple library of knowledge and learning just outside of Waterdeep. It was wonderful there. So many books.
Oh my god, can you take me? That sounds like the most wonderful thing in the world. Please take me.
It is.
Please. Feather starts climbing up on the table. Please, can you take me?
Halfling like shrinks back in her chair, and the crow like spreads its wings and squawks, and it's like no, be careful, watch your stuff. He might steal your stuff. No.
Oh,
she like starts to like cover up her pouches. Don't take my stuff.
I'm gonna put a hand on her shoulder and I'm gonna say, it just sounds like he's got a curious mind. He may be a scholar, and I do find that interesting.
Like, and the look on her face is one of like disbelief.
But
Scholar tabaxi.
This is
Really?
This is the one that was saying that it's a thief, right? That they said be careful to practice thief.
Yeah, she does not believe you when you call him a scholar. Like they're like tabaxi and scholar in the same sentence. I don't believe it.
Well, that's why I find it more intriguing. His curiosity towards knowledge, for such a vast library, is fascinating. And I give a wink to the tabaxi.
Feather in the wind grabs, reaches into his pouch. He pulls out probably 4 or 5 different books. You see, this is lore that I had gathered from the Underdark. Most of my time I spent down there. Every time I had the chance, I went to find something I could look at. I pull out like a big map. So here was the temporary map of the Underdark. Of course, it always changes because of the various monsters that go through here. Now, I may not be a scholar, as you put it, but it is my life's journey to find every bit of knowledge and lore that I can.
Now that's very good. Seeing that you're actually documenting everything in a journal, do you mind if I have a look at these journals? Just a quick glance, if you don't mind.
Take as long as you wish. Information was made to be spread.
All right, and I'm gonna look to the Tabaxi. I'm gonna say, did you read these books?
Yeah, no, I've read through all of it.
Okay, and I'm just going to gloss over and see what the information he's got over the demons. We'll get into details later.
And if anyone could look greedily and lustfully at books, Bryn is doing so.
What? Did you try and steal my books?
Now that is racist. Halflings are not thieves. Except for maybe the one. It shall point at Erwin. He looks
You
shady.
look one way, but you can act another.
Oh my god.
Really tight ideas. What? Back.
Is someone in Antarctica?
Erwin, you're super quiet, I think.
Oh.
Or is that just me?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Someone
not
sounds
just
like they're
you.
like 10 or 15 feet away from their mic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you guys hear now?
Well, the background noise is gone, so I can hear you better.
Okay, sorry. Let me. So I was telling you, I seem to have a really fixed idea on Tabaxi, halfling, what, any other.
I am particularly well read. I know lots of things.
You shouldn't believe everything that you read.
Yeah.
There's lots of misinformation out there.
And now she thinks you're all heretics.
Oh, okay.
The look on her face is one of complete disbelief. Like, why would I never believe things I've read?
What do you think of Dragonborn?
Feather in the Wind will pull out his quill and grab a napkin or something, and he will write something on the napkin and pass it to Lady Bryn.
She will hesitantly take the note and read it.
It's a phone number.
I actually I grab her hand and I stop it and I say, don't even bother. They're just trying to mock you.
Oh.
And I gently
Typical
slide
adventurers.
the napkin back. I don't even read what the napkin says.
Well, you're no fun. Give you my books and then you shut me down.
And then I'm gonna say to her, I was like, there is nothing wrong with trying to interpret what is information and what is discredited humor, but at the same time, don't be offended by them saying don't believe everything you read. You just gotta pick and choose the knowledge as it comes to you.
That's exactly the lesson I was trying to teach with my notes, but all right. Don't trust the Tabaxi either, I see how it is. Surprised you want my notes at all.
She looks still incredibly doubtful.
Yeah, and when he says that, I go, I am looking at your notebooks, yes, but I am interpreting what may be fact from fiction. And a lot of this, for the normal person, would be fiction. But I believe that there is truth in the information that is in
here. The nature of lore. There's not everything's truth, but there is usually some truth in there somewhere.
Well, with that, DM, can I roll an insight just to make sure that everything in there is true? I don't want to. Sure. Okay. So let me see here real quick. I get a +9. So I roll a 25.
Yeah, I mean, at least from like what Feather has written in the books, it's like everything definitely how he perceives it and how he definitely hasn't like lied or anything in there. As far as just like the books that he's collected, I mean, DM would have to tell you whether any of that's true, but I mean, Feather gets his hands on anything that he can.
Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at the one that you passed me about the personal information that you documented about the demons and your experiences. That's the one that I was like most concerned about. Your other ones, I don't really know what they're about, but I'm just skimming through one book if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah. No. I mean, the other books were just like random like lore books that I had found. Like one was like that I had bought in like the library in the Underdark, and then another one was from fuck if I don't even remember. Just like random like anytime I can find anything, I try and find some new books.
Okay. Well, so DM, I do believe that everything in here is factual, and is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. So with that,
I think so.
with that, I'm gonna request King Brunner is right here, right?
Yes.
King Brunner, may I take leave to study this journal? If you don't mind, may I take this journal with me, and hopefully, as requested earlier, I may be able to meet you in my chambers for a discreet meeting, if that's okay.
Are you going to return my book?
There, anytime you want them, just, I mean, if it's okay, I would like to just study them for a bit. Take my time to understand what you guys are up against.
Insight check.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm about to insight check the fuck out of this dude.
Go ahead. And
but thankfully I'm very insightful.
Okay.
Oh god damn.
Oh damn.
So basically, it's a look of concern and sincerity. I don't have like any intentions on deceiving the character. It's a general curiosity because it's more pertaining towards the job of my character that this is actually very important, and it's I'm saying to you, I understand your concerns of me trying to take away this important knowledge from you, but this is concerning a great evil that I feel I would like to study a little bit more.
Dara reach a hand over in Feather's direction, like kind of trying to put him at ease and say, "It's okay, Feather. I sense that he is much like you in terms of curiosity and giving this a lot of thought. I think you can trust your journal in his hands."
You see,
as she says
Feather
that,
visibly
I give her a nod. Thank you.
Well, Dara, I, as always, trust your judgment. Yeah, just see that my book gets back to me eventually. I'm always happy to share any information I can, but yeah, I would like to hold on to it.
King Brunner, may I take my leave?
Well, I thought we ought to enjoy this feast, but if you want to, then that is fine.
Yes, I as much as I do enjoy the food, I feel like this is a matter much more important than my belly being full.
Okay. Then you may go.
DM, is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go.
Oh, I what's it called? My chess pieces. I kind of like do a little cantrip for predestination and just have them jingle into the bag, like skipping along, and then the board folds up by itself, and I carry that with the same hand as the book, and I walk off. There we go.
Magic.
Really fucking cool. Erwin, did you see that? That was so cool.
As he leaves, the human female approaches you, and she's sort of shaking her head. You really will trust anyone, won't you?
Who's she talking to?
Yeah, she's talking to the group.
The whole group.
I mean, there was a giant Demogorgon and we didn't trust him. So, no, we will not.
Then perhaps you should be aware of the Demogorgons above the earth as well.
There's
Do
ones
you have
above
more
you
up
guys?
here?
Well, and she points towards. She subtly points towards a few of the lords around the room. There are monsters worse than demogorgons.
Okay, but have you ever seen a Demogorgon? They're pretty bad.
I mean, he was like what, 30 feet tall?
He was bigger than that.
Oh, he
He
was
was way
big.
bigger. He was
He was
huge.
much bigger.
He took out a whole town.
Okay, 35.
I'm curious,
Well,
what kind of force?
What are you trying to get from them?
What kind of forces do we have to
Not
work with?
Trust.
Surely we must.
I would simply. I would simply try to find friends in better
What kind of
places.
forces do we have to work with that stop these guys? We have the.
I think information is our greatest asset. We think our benefactor
Exactly.
Bruner has an idea in that regard.
Information is your greatest asset, and you just gave it away.
That's true.
Yeah.
What did you get from him?
Yeah. Do you guys have any information?
Sure, everything has a price with this interview. They pray to them.
People just want to help out of the goodness of their hearts.
Do you have any information on how powerful this Demogorgon is exactly?
I mean, we saw it firsthand. Didn't we?
Well,
Yeah, we have first hand.
it flattened the town.
But yeah, that's one thing. But I'm saying like anything a little more in depth, maybe weaknesses, something like that.
I mean,
yeah.
we did try to fight it.
I mean,
We didn't. We just ran. The second it came in and like killed everything and ran.
Well, no, I looted.
Well, yeah, you're the. I guess, but
I
you didn't
looted
fight
everywhere.
it.
Surely, if this demon lord exists in flesh and blood on a material plane, it could be bested and sent back if we send a sizable enough team. Is that not what we're here to discuss?
If we gather an army,
I have men at the ready.
Have we ever fought a Demogorgon? What's the last time we fought one? Or, yeah.
Surely you've had a more real world experience with the demon lord face to face than I have, but I've killed my share of things. I believe that, well, if it bleeds, they will die. And I'm asking you.
I mean, we just ran.
You guys were there first. You guys saw it.
Here's the thing: we had no of the at like stateroom. So that's why we really.
So let me ask you this: your party came face to face with Demogorgon. What would you need to stay and fight?
An army, I would think.
We would need an army and a plan that could turn the tide in battle.
Well,
Yeah,
and honestly, we need to know more about it. We need to know if it has weaknesses, if there's any way to banish it back to the abyss, or, I mean, anything. I mean, at this point, we know it's a big fucking monster that destroys everything, and that's about it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there you're caught up. You know everything we know. I mean, that's it.
But there were other accounts of other demon entities. Fungal Queen.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah, so on
We
our
ran
trips
from those
to
too.
So our trips on back here, we stumbled upon fungi plate. First, it's friendly. We got deep out at destroying the fun. We got attacked by some enemy.
It's like I know what you're saying and I don't know what you're saying at the same time.
Yeah, is he cutting up for anybody else?
Yeah, he's cutting out.
Cutting out.
He's got a really bad connection.
Okay, and someone please just tell about what happened.
There was a big mushroom. It controls people. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Cat,
I'll
paying attention.
Nolly will fumble around like their belt and then like pull out her little journal. She'll flip through it. It was there was like this like mushroom grove that we came into to get oils to help fight like some oozes or something for Blington Stone. And while we were there, they were performing like like these giant mushroom people, like the size of trees. They were like performing like a wedding or a ritual of sorts. But we only wanted the oil, really. We were gonna first off, we were gonna help, but then we saw like we went around like a mountain to like an Igra sill type mushroom giant tree or whatever, and there was like a ritual going on in there as well. And as we came around, there was like an army of like dozens of spore infested like dead drow zombie things. I'm not exactly sure. Just kind of wrote
And
down.
you believe this to have some basis of demonic influence?
Can
They
I
were
make some
saying-
kind of knowledge check to see if I know what he's talking about?
Muted, so.
There was the one of the Myconids explained to us how a demonic queen, I believe, had managed to spread her influence and take over the minds of many of the Myconids there.
Yeah, that.
This is troubling. This sounds like more than one demon influence.
Yes, it was Zuktmoy. She is the queen of fungi and lady of rot and decay. That was the one.
I think it was Sovereign Philo was the one that was conducting the wedding, right?
Yeah,
or was
exactly.
it the good one? 1 second, and I'll look through my notes. Yeah, he was the bad one.
All of this is
This
inside
means
of
there
his...
may be two demon lords in the material plane.
I don't know if they were necessarily summoning a demon lord, more or less a demon army, maybe?
Something.
No, the creatures you've described, Demogorgon, Yugmoy,
that's a demon.
these are both high level demon lords. I've only read of them in stories of the terrors of the abyss. And you're saying that you've seen them in the flesh and blood in the Underdark. This explains why all my veteran paladins, monks, and clerics have been reporting extra pushback from the demonic influence and general greedier, more evil attitudes from the denizens of the Underdark.
But to clarify, we did not actually see Zugtmoy. She may have been summoned after we left or something, but as far as we're aware, she was only spreading her influence over the Myconids there. But we don't know for certain that she's actually in the Underdark now.
This is something I would follow up on. Once one demon gets in, a demon lord, once a demon lord transfers over into the material plane, the incursion, the hole that is left, only allows more and more demons to escape through from the abyss. This is very upsetting news.
All this
You
stuff is
seem
inside
very
of his
knowledgeable
journal,
in
right?
demons.
Like all this information is in the journal I'm going over, correct?
I make it my business to know much about my enemy, threaten anyone who threatens the sanctity of the material, the material realm, whatever, is my enemy.
What do you recommend?
Do you know how to take them down?
Yeah, you know a lot about them.
I know they exist, like I said, in books and lore. I've never once thought that I would be faced with defeating one, but if I call on my experience from the Order of the Gauntlet, I would say we must just draw our swords and make haste in greater numbers than they exist.
There might be a better
You
way
have-
than that.
Going in guns a-blazing without
Without
a
any
plan
previous.
seems unwise.
Well, I'm here to offer my mind, 2 cents. Surely this is a council, and I believe I've said my piece.
Is there some kind of library we get information from, maybe? or really any place you can get information from that you guys would be, I guess you.
Bruner, King Bruner, you were saying something of a library earlier, no? I'm not sure if you did or not.
If it was Lady Brindle,
I think it was
Thistlebriar.
Thistlebriar.
And she is originally from a temple near outside of Waterdeep. Temple library outside of Waterdeep.
Have you, in your studies, come across anything about demons and how to maybe take them down?
I've read a lot of things. Kind of just depends.
Well, based off the descriptions you've heard so far, do you have any
Let's.
inklings?
What would that be? Arcana, nature, religion? Religion? Demons are religious, aren't they?
Kind of, I would think.
I mean, we faced a cult of Kuatoa. Probably
It's
religion.
religion, it's just the bad kind.
I know about as much as you do. And she'll look at the group and she'll like, well, I think, so the Emerald Enclave is prepared to offer your group, and she like pauses for a minute, thinks, starts rummaging through her like little pouches at her waist, pulls out a different note, reads it over. Her face goes pale. She looks at everyone else across the table and is like, nope, that can't be right. She puts it back. It's like, they don't have anything. I'm sorry.
Nothing to offer for this association that you work with?
They've made a mistake of some kind. That can't be right. They don't really have anything to offer. I have to go and talk to them again. There's clearly some sort of
Clearly, the Emerald
miscommunication.
Enclave can send their representative empty-handed to this council. Am I the only one that understands the gravity of this meeting?
No. I mean, obviously, you definitely need help. You definitely need lots of help, all of you. But no, I think the Emerald Conclave has sort of confused something, and so I need to go back and talk to them again. They've made some sort of I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, just some sort of miscommunication. They're offering something that I wasn't expecting. Just need to make sure and confirm that.
You said you believe whatever you read. Why do you not believe this?
Yeah,
She's
Blank.
a look of
Wait
panic
a second.
crossing her face. She's very unhappy with this turn of events. They offered me.
The wishes of the Order Enclave, or the Order of the Gauntlet Enclave, I'm sent to offer the help of five veteran soldiers I brought with me. I vouched for them myself, and I'm to deliver them to aid in any plan against this incursion that we all can come up with. Also, is there a cleric or a paladin in this party? I'm not sure on classes.
I'll point to Dara.
Dara, the shy, somewhat well, she has been more outspoken as her friends have been insulted during this feast, but usually pretty quiet elf at the end of the table.
Cleric or paladin?
Cleric.
Oh, that I've also been entrusted by the order a warhammer for use from your esteemed cleric, and he brandishes a +1 warhammer and puts it back at his side.
A spectral version of that. That's exciting.
And yeah, so Bryn just like very disappointed with this turn of events and said, just like the Emerald Conclave has offered you my complete and full service in any way or capacity that you can make use of.
Oh.
She's no longer interested in her food or the conversation.
Great addition to the party.
Lady Bryn, we would be greatly honored by your assistance, but
Of course you would.
I must say, you are free to make your own mind. Just because the Enclave wishes to have you join us, you can still make your own decision. If you do not wish to join us, that is your choice. I would not have anyone forced into service with us against their will.
To if they're saying I have to. This is how it works.
That's why I wanted. That's why I wanted to eat the food before the bad news was going on.
I mean,
The crow.
on this side of
The
table.
crow has no problem continuing eating. He's like occasionally trying to take one of the forks and put it into one of his pouches, but it doesn't fit.
Are we sure this is absolutely sanitary? A bird at the table.
There's a cat.
Well, yeah, they're.
Sorry, you're comparing this tabaxi to a crow.
No, I'm not there. I'm not
I've
there.
had enough slander on the tabaxi name. I've fought and fought right alongside good tabaxi men and women.
I'm not there. I'm in my study.
Not even just like kind of listening to anybody. Nolly's just staring daggers at Bren.
I mean,
She doesn't notice.
cats, birds, rats, they're around the same thing.
Ouch.
Well, I never. King Brunar, have you not told them about Graven Hollow?
The DMs haven't.
I see from the stunned silence of the group that you have not.
No.
What do you speak of?
Graven Hollow, the great underground library.
Ooh.
Ooh, we should go there. Feather, you would like
Your
it.
king, our benefactor, the host of this meeting, said as much. That might be a point of interest after we come up with some kind of plan and meet and talk to, get the information we've just gathered here.
Yeah, I think they'll
I mean, we don't even have to like fight the Demogorgon. I mean, we can just go to the library. That sounds good. That works. That works.
Feather, there won't be.
In order to discover how to defeat the Demogorgon.
All right.
I would suppose. I don't know that it has that for sure, but sounds like a good plan to
It's a
me.
step in the right direction.
That
That's something.
think we're glad if.
Yeah, you're still cutting out.
Yeah.
Right?
Thinking I thought I fit.
I think you just have to eat with a full mouth.
You thought I didn't cut.
Keg's still eating. He's emptied this side of the table.
Would
Could maybe like type out a response or something we could read.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I had to put the microphone right on my mouth. Okay, so let me continue. Let me just say what I said before. Since you're going to be helping us, I am glad. We are happy that you can help us at full support.
Is he talking to me?
I will help a
Both. Both.
reasoned plan against this force. As it stands, I feel like I would be throwing my good men up down into the Underdark to perhaps run away from the next monster they encounter.
I mean, that's not a totally unfair opinion. we should go to the library.
I think information gathering is definitely a good first step before we put any more lives on the line.
And that's maybe where I can help. The female human speaks up from the side of the table. When you want to know more information about this, come and see me at the headquarters of the Zentarim in the Red Tower.
Yeah, sounds good.
Why can't we talk right now?
As you say that, she leaves.
Oh, nope. Okay. Bye. Nice meeting you.
This is a great feast.
The meat and cheese is quite good.
Bryn, watching her crow struggle with the fork, will half-heartedly take it from him and put it in her pouch.
Okay, do you think polymorph would have probably ended by now?
Yeah, at this point, polymorph would have ended.
I'm a goblin.
You're a goblin now.
You see
Nice.
a light green goblin, very ripped, and just nice black hair pulled into like a Ronin type ponytail. She doesn't even know that she's been turned back into a goblin.
You were previously, what, a halfling something?
Yeah, I was a halfling. Basically looked the exact same, just halfling without the long ears, sharp teeth, same hairstyle, just halfling.
I'm very surprised by this, and I kind of cough on my meat and cheese a little bit. But
When the
trying to
halfling
roll.
appears, I suddenly grab my crow and clutch him close. Yeah. Grab my crow and clutch him close and whisper, "Don't let him eat you."
What? Seeing everybody looking at me, I'll just look around confused.
I feel like a spell just ended.
Nolly, you're back.
And I'll look down to my hands. Oh, then I'll kind of just like, my ears will droop, and I'll kind of just like, sort of slink underneath the table.
You want a hand again?
I'll raise one hand above the table. That'd be nice.
I mean, the gig is up.
Yeah, they know at this point.
You can't do this forever. I mean,
I put my head in my hand and I shake it and I just say, "We're doomed."
Well, bold of you to assume.
but you don't have any of the shit. Well,
So Feather is going to take a piece of bread and just like rip it up into like little like crumbs, and then he is just going to leave a trail like from the crow all the way back to him and see if he can lure the crow over to him.
Stop back.
No, it's not gonna leave my side.
Come on, crow. Come eat some bread. You know you want to.
This is the best feast I've ever
He
had.
squawks at you and it sounds like it's an insult.
Sir, you're aware you're a giant cat, right? You're trying to coax this bird to you.
oh yeah, this doesn't look too good, Feather.
I mean, I just want to play with the bird. I don't see what's wrong with that.
I'm just saying your chances are low. If I know anything about just nature. Well, hold on.
Well,
That crow doesn't like
Things
that.
about nature.
I mean, the chances of me being alive are very low, but here I am.
I mean, what live are you on? Like 5?
Something like that. I don't have many left.
He's on 7.
7?
Ooh.
Yeah, I've definitely lost 2, that's for sure. And I mean, I honestly have lost 2 before I even met you, so it's starting to get pretty slim. What, do you think that crow's going to kill me?
No, I didn't think you'd be able to convince it that you were going to be its friend. I think that crow is ingrained with a sense that you are going to eat it, and well, I was just trying to help you out. Anyway, this meat and cheese, have you tried it?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah. We don't expect this food to be so good, but considering how we've been for the Underdark months.
I mean, it doesn't beat Drow. Probably beats it beats Goblin.
So you ate drow in the Underdark?
On occasion. He's the only one that did.
Good Lord. I retch a little bit. Now.
Kag has tried many things.
He also, never mind.
We did what we had to survive.
Did we have to eat those goblins?
I mean, not really, but
No, we didn't. Nelly and I didn't eat them, and we survived just fine. It was not necessary.
We had rations.
We had rations?
We had rations at that point. I think we were just starving. So that was when we had just gotten away from the Dark Elves.
yeah, no.
Live once, try everything. So what are we doing?
Indeed, it sounds like a harrowing experience.
I mean,
Oh, it really is.
the whole experience in the Underdark was a harrowing experience.
Well, I mean,
We are all, I guess you could say, trauma bonded at this point.
If you all, if we come to some sort of agreement here, and you and your faction, your group are sent down back into the Underdark to gather information or whatever it is, are you all prepared to return?
I'd love to go back to the Underdark.
I'll sort of scratch at the gray patches on my skin.
The look on Bryn's face is just getting more depressed.
I don't mean to sound greedy to you, but I mean, what exactly is it for us after this whole thing?
The Underdark is a lovely place. You don't want to go back?
Not really.
Well, even though I'm same with. Even though I hate to go down there, sort of have no. Unless we want a demon invasion.
There's some kind of payment, though, or at least.
And I believe that is exactly what we're talking about. Once one demon lord gets in, it's not. It doesn't feel good. For
How
us.
many demon lords are there?
Well, I'm not too sure. I know I've heard stories. In my time wandering in the libraries on downtime, I've sure come across the names of a few. I can imagine. I couldn't number them for you now, but I believe that there are more than two.
It's time to do research.
Yeah, I mean, if we get properly equipped, if we have assistance, if we have information, I would be willing to go back down and fight.
Yeah.
Well, I believe I've exhausted all the information I and the Gauntlet now possess. As I said, I'm willing to offer our help and our muscle and support physically, but I don't have much in the way of information now. I hate to speak. The opposite of Bill. I hate to speak up another faction who I honestly disdain, but I believe that the procurement of hard to procure information might be more the Zinterim realm.
Yes, we'll certainly go speak to them later. And then, Sir Laniver Strail, I do not believe you have offered any assistance. What would you be willing to give to help in the fight against the invasion from the Abyss?
You may want to trim the hair out of your ears, Toothless, or Feather. I've already offered the support of 5 of my best available veterans, and also this very nice, very heavy warhammer to your kind cleric in support of this cause.
That you have, yes. I will trim my ears.
All I ask is the plan is formed.
The thing is that even though we're flattered by even though we give all the things joining this fight, we need all the help.
Yeah, isn't 5 veterans kind of low? I mean, I don't really.
We're happy for you giving the men. Just that more.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is kind of strange. Like we just talked about, there's like the biggest invasion that the world has ever seen from the demon lords. It's like, we give you 5 people and a hammer. It's I mean, I feel like it should be like the entire, and this isn't like to say necessarily anything bad about you, but I feel like this is like, we should be sending an entire army down there, not like, this group of like random people.
Wave after wave, thousands of armed humans and dwarves have nothing better to do than march straight down into the Underdark and fight a generally unknown, very evil, very destructive force. It's not like things are great up here on the top. We're stretched pretty thin. We're only the Order of the Gauntlet. We don't exist infinitely. I believe this is a gathering of multiple factions to take care of something together using teamwork. I offer my five of my best veterans only.
Yes, we have no choice.
It's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
I think they'd be better served with me under my guard, hanging out or protecting the surface world and its myriad of problems, and that's fine with me.
Any
I mean,
help?
sure,
We'll see
you
to
do
about-
realize, I mean, yeah, we will gladly take any help we'll give them.
Any extra hands we can get would be most appreciated.
I am here to offer my support. I just want to know where I'm sending my men.
Well, it's a very deep hole in the ground.
And the tunnels can change quite often.
Yeah, so it might take a few months.
There's one thing we can say is that there's a city down that has gnomes. They're friendly, so if we go down there, we'll at least have spots.
And they may give us all.
You're speaking of Lingenstone.
Yes.
Yes.
Good, good. This is good news. Fine. We have Lingenstone support. I'm glad to hear this.
So what about you, Straw?
That was just you speaking just now.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So,
He's probably thinking about me.
I think we've
Maybe you should confer with Lord Zeldon at his quarters, or yeah,
Oh, right.
wherever
Oh,
it's
right.
staying,
The other
wherever he
two
ran off to.
left. They left.
Yeah.
Indeed,
Zeldon
consult with the other
wanted to-
factions and tell me.
Yeah.
Say and
are we able
Veterans
to
use.
have another meeting once we've conferred and done our research?
Absolutely. I intend to stay. See this through to the end. This meeting. I won't have it go down in vain or something.
I think.
Well-
I'm out. Talk to somebody else.
Well, I'm really well. So Erwin finished up his meal. Like, oh, well, have you guys finished your?
I've only
just
cleared
look
this
over-
side of the table.
I'll
He's eating everybody's
of-
plates.
yeah. I just tossed my plate there. Let him eat
Thank you.
basically everything. Is there any like say pouches of salt maybe on the table? DM? DM?
I think his mic is mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's been having a bit of technical difficulties. Yeah.
Couple
I know
couple
that-
of
I
them
know
dotted
it's all
around?
there.
Question mark. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Is there any like say pouches of salt just on the table or whatever?
There's a couple dotted around.
Could I pocket a few?
Sure. He doesn't really seem to mind.
I would sleight of hand if you need me to. Yeah, I'll do it anyway.
You might want to take some spices also for the Underdark.
All right.
No, salt's fine.
Are you gonna kill a slug?
He doesn't notice.
No, it's for a project.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think we ought to be done here. Everybody seems to be wrapping up.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. Then just I'd like to speak with the adventurers in private, but everybody else will be getting a private meeting at their request. Good feast. All.
Good peace.
I'll kind of nod.
While she's sitting at the table, Bryn's just gonna be like muttering to herself, "What could I have said to make them want to send me away?"
Oh.
So I guess the feast is done now.
Yeah, should be.
Yep.
Do we have like our own like rooms
You
or
are-
lodging or something?
You guys want your book back?
Yeah, you have your own lodging.
Okay.
Keg stuffs his bag.
Bruner brings you over to a private room of his. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Private room?
Yep.
Hmm?
You and Celia.
Oh, it's just beside it.
Yeah.
Duh,
Oh,
it's
there's
me.
2 tan bars now.
Yeah.
Ah. I kicked the extra tan.
There's double everything.
Duplicates.
I clicked the wrong button. Sorry about that.
He invites you all to a sitting room with a desk, and he says, "Well, that was quite a nice feast. Did you enjoy it?"
The
It
food
was
was amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for it.
It
Okay.
was the best
Well,
food ever
I've-
since I got out of the.
Well, I've
Was the
told the
food
ye
cold?
allies what ye might tonight of what you told me. He says, I invited them here to learn what is happening, to share what we know, and to get their backing for what it is I propose. Ye have braved the Underdark and lived to tell the tale. Ye know better than anyone what it is we need to face. But we need to know more. The Zentarim have a stake in a secret Underdark trading post called Mental Dereth. If you can get them on our side, they'll guide ye here, where you can meet with one of their agents, Gauntlgrym Dulok. He can provide you with a map to Graven Hollow. It's a legendary place built by the stone giants long ago, said to contain all the knowledge of the depths. If there's answers to be found for what has happened, you might find them there. If you are willing to go back, it is. I don't propose to send ye into the dark unprepared, and I hope you make an impression on those gathered here, so they'll support our cause and our mission. From all I've seen and heard, there's no one better to do what needs to be done. So what say ye?
I'm down
Yeah,
for another Underdark.
I'm in.
Yes,
I'll
we
fight
go.
for the fate of the world.
I mean, who else
Well,
is gonna?
thank you.
Gives me an excuse to
Uh,
try more food.
I will slowly bring in the faction members for you to confer with each of them at their request. If they want to speak with you, please make your best impression, for they will be giving you all of the resources here, all of the resources they have.
King Bruner. Are we able
Yes.
to get some more wine for this meeting?
Oh yes, I shall bring some in. I shall have a servant to bring some in when I leave.
Thank you.
Is it okay if you bring something that's also not wine, preferably? That's okay.
Water.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Water.
I'll bring some water and some wine. Is that acceptable?
Oh yes,
That
that's
is-
fine.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
So, I believe Lord Roaringhorn wanted to speak with you.
Well,
I shall leave and bring him back with me. So, Here I go. Give me a quick second. I need to look something up. But let me drag in Roaring Horn so you can speak with him. You're in the room.
Okay. As I head back down there, is there a table in this room?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Yes,
two.
there's
Center.
a desk. You're on one side, the adventurers are on the other.
Okay. So as I as I come back in after reading the book, first thing I do is I hand you the book back to the lender, and I have
Thank
kind
you.
of like a startled look on my face. And just to clarify, which demon lords have you guys encountered that are in the book? That I just a quick reminder.
Demogorgon.
Countered the Demogorgon,
Dem-
but we have also words that
Zuktomoy?
Zutomagi and Jubilex have both
Okay, so you got three.
apparently entered as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that, what I'm gonna do is clear off the table of any messes, and I'm gonna
Okay.
urgently spread out the table, and I'm gonna lay my chessboard down. And I'm putting my chessboard down with the pieces, and I'm doing it hastily, kind of frantic, 'cause I'm kind of nervous. And I ask for the halfling Erwan. Is that it?
Erwin.
Please sit on the opposite side of the table. I'm gonna try to perform a scrying. That way we can see firsthand more information without having to endanger ourselves. Is this okay, DM?
Yeah.
Okay. So
And I'll-
in order to perform this scrying, I need you to play this game of chess with me to gather this power, this information. I need your energy to make this happen.
This won't like affect him in any way, will it? Other than how scry work?
Other than arousing.
No, it's not going to harm you. I assure you, it's not going to harm you.
Okay.
Have my and go over.
And everyone else, I asked to make a ring, and King Brunner, I would request that you stay in this presence. And what I'm going to do
yes.
is so as I'm chanting the words for the scrying spell, and it's going to take me 10 minutes. So in the process of doing that, we're playing chess with Arwen. I don't know how good you are at chess, but
I know how to. I don't play like off. Erwin would know the rules. He would know it, but he doesn't play it.
Okay.
I can help you.
So
That's
well,
called cheating, Nolly.
this
Queen's Gambit, excellent opening.
So this is it's going to be 3 modifier rolls. We're gonna have it one at the beginning, one in the middle of the game, and one at the end of the game. So it's a intelligence modifier, and it'll be mine versus yours, and so forth. Playing the game.
Could I like be over his shoulder and like kind of like help him out or something like that? Maybe is that a thing I could do?
No, because everyone has to maintain the circle. And
Okay,
I
I'll just,
explain
like,
it. It's a
stand
circle of protection from fiends and demons. And if if this circle is broken, that's corrupting the ritual, and then that could be potentially harmful.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Devil magic.
I'll pull out my long sword and just stand behind Erwin, looking over him.
Okay. So before I roll my first roll, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself. And I'm reassuring everyone this is purely for protection. And so now we do intelligence rolls.
So do I just roll?
It's yeah, intelligence with your modifier.
Okay. Wait, so it's like like it's pro or
It's you just whatever dice you roll plus your intelligence modifier. So like just roll a d20 and then whatever your pluses are for your intelligence. So example, I rolled a 17 plus 9, so I got a 26. What did you roll?
You have a +9 to intelligence?
Yes.
He's a smart boy.
Very
How
smart.
does that even work?
I told you I might be middle-aged, but I have a wisdom to my eyes that speak beyond my years.
Jeez.
So I rolled a 26. What did you roll?
That's it.
Oh God.
A 6.
Okay. So you guys see in the game that I'm winning so far. And now we're in the middle of the game. Go ahead and roll again.
Erwin, inspiration.
You
You
got it,
got
buddy.
this.
You're gonna
Beat the
need
guy
it.
with the 28 intelligence score.
Okay, so I rolled a 15.
I'm gonna play a short beat and give Erwin some inspiration.
Oh, 7.
Okay, so you're winning now. It's a tie game. And now going towards the end of the scrying spell. I just rolled a 25.
Okay, never mind.
I don't even think he can beat that BT. I don't think he has a.
Erwin, use your inspiration.
No.
never
You
mind.
can't use inspiration on yourself as a bard.
Oh,
He's a bard, right?
No, I'm the bard.
Oh, okay. All right.
It went.
Oh, wait, what?
It wouldn't matter. He rolled 3.
Yeah, I thought of like a plan to do, but
Oh my God.
if you blocked it in the middle of it.
Okay. So you guys see that I won the game, and I'm not like overly excited about it. How do you feel about losing the game? Like, what expressions on your face?
So for me, what would happen is that at the beginning of I'm starting to hate it in the middle. I like the plan. Okay, replace this. He's not, but because my last one, he knew about it.
It's like Sherlock Holmes chess game.
Yes, I
Good
planned
game.
Okay.
USB and
Go ahead. Sorry.
I did understand any of that.
All right.
you guys hear?
Yes.
You cut it out.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit.
Okay, I'll just say, you must be a good at this.
I said thank you, but you had a vital role in this. This is very important. As I mentioned before, you're the representative of the group, correct? All right. So
Erwin's the leader.
So with the
I'm fine with it.
with the end of the game, I ask you guys part of the ritual. You see that the chess pieces start spinning in the around the edges of the board, and I place a mirror in the middle of the board with those pieces, and I say I can only do this once based off the information I got from the book. Which do you want to see? And do you want to see Demogorgon, Zuktamoy, or what was the other one? Where's
Jubilix.
Jublex.
Oh, Jublix. Okay. So the scrying, if the way it works is with secondhand information, which is this journal, I can use it just to quickly spy on these one of these demon lords, one of their choices, and it says, let me see here. If the demon lord allows it, he doesn't have to roll a save if he wants to be seen. If he doesn't want to be seen, he's got to roll my saving throw with and I get a +5. But I lost it. Scrying. Yeah, it's the target. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. So I could give them a glimpse of one of these three that they have documented.
This roll.
So which one should we pick?
I say the Demogorgon.
He was the first.
Yeah. It'd be best to know like how much progress he's made.
You already seen him though. You sure you want a Demogorgon?
Uh,
How about we try? How about we try the other two?
your
Mushroom?
call, one.
Hmm.
And then
How
the wind starts building up, and I'm like, I can't hold this concentration too much longer. You guys need to make a decision.
Mushroom.
Jubal. Yeah, mushroom.
Sure.
Let's
Yeah,
let's do the
see.
one. Let's what's his name? I forgot. The Queen of Decay. The Queen of Decay's work.
Zuktamoy.
Zigmati.
Okay.
Yeah, Sitamore.
All right. So DM, I'm just going to do a scrying, and it's just going to be basically a visual of them, so you could describe what they see on the scrying.
The DM's out.
Okay.
He said.
I know it's dying right now.
Sorry. You see what looks to be the inside of a mushroom with lots of myconoids traveling around preparing for something. In front of you stands a towering mushroom with a face looking to be preparing for something.
At this moment, sorry.
Then
at this moment, as I start seeing this, I'm also going to cast Mind Blank on myself, so the Demon Lord cannot corrupt me during the spell. I should have casted that first, but yeah, I'm doing this as the demon is showing, as I see the Demon Lord in the scrying. Since it's actually working, I'm casting Mind Blink, and go ahead, continue. Sorry.
The towering mushroom reaches out her hand and points at you. Her eyes flash open for a second, and the spell goes blank.
Okay. At that moment, now what I'm going to do is break my concentration for the scrying. I'm going to cast Time Freeze. Is that what it's called? Time Stop. It's a 9th level spell.
What?
Good
Yes.
lord.
And what I'm going to do, seeing that this place is we've been seen. She saw us in return, right? I have a feeling that we're all in danger, and so what I'm stopping time, because what I'm going to do is hand. I'm going to walk over to. I have 4 rounds of time stop, and time is frozen for everybody except for me. I'm going to walk over to Erwan, the halfling, open his hand. I'm going to place the jewel of the the jewel of the shield guardian in his hand, and I'm going to hope that this disrupts everything that Zuktamoy can do through the scrying with that time stop.
Whoa.
Okay.
Did we all see that in like the mirror?
Everybody
The big-
saw. Everybody saw what was in
Everybody
the
saw
mirror.
it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I guess that the jewel is kind of like a magic like a magic item.
All right. So
What does the jewel do?
okay.
I need to figure this out.
Is that the DM asking me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm looking through my notes.
It's the shield guardian. That's my asset that I'm giving to the Harpers. It's
I thought it was like some sort of protection.
Oh no.
Okay, so you now have control of it, right?
Arwen does. Erwan. What's your name, halfling?
Erwin, but you can call him Erwan if you wanted to.
Erwin played the game of chess with me. Even though he lost, he put up a good game because he like won a round, I say. But yeah, he's I'm handing him over the jewel during the time stop, and it only lasts for 4 rounds. And after the 4 rounds, I guess everybody unfreezes. And is there I'm going to cast detect magic to see if there's any kind of foreign magic outside the room that's from. Hopefully, I could tell from the demonic presence of what we just did.
DM. Hello, DM.
Are you guys scared?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm casting detect magic now. Now that the time stop has finished, I'm gonna try to detect magic to see if there's anything coming out of the scrying, any magic coming out of the scrying location.
Oh wait. You do not feel anything, but actually, there's really nothing she can do about that. She just sees you.
Okay, good.
So nothing really happens.
All right, good. What I'm going to do is put myself next to the globe, and now that time stop finished, I'm gonna tell Erwan to back away, and I'm going to seal this area where the scrying was, and I'm going to cast Globe of Invulnerability. It's a 6th-level spell, casting it around myself and this area where the chessboard was at that I used for the scrying.
Okay.
And you guys all see this, and I don't know if you guys seen this kind of power before, but you're seeing that I am still scared. I am very, very scared and nervous. And I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you guys simple questions, and I hope you can answer them to the best of your abilities. What stake do you have in all of this?
What at stake? What's at stake?
What stake do you guys have in all of this?
I mean,
Oh,
world is possibly going to end, and too many people seem to not be taking it too seriously, so someone has to fight it, I guess.
So
Originally, we just wanted to get out, but now I don't know about the others, but I want to stop this.
So you are merely thrown into the mix. This isn't something you pursued. It's not something that you strive to go after. This is just a situation that you were thrown into.
Pretty much.
I guess,
Yeah.
We were trying to escape the Underdark, and we just happened to be there when the Demogorgon got summoned.
Yeah.
We didn't go into the Underdark willingly. We were captured by Drow, and yeah, this was pretty much all circumstance. But
And
now that we're in it, or at least now that I'm in it, I would like to do something about it.
what reward is in it for you?
Knowing that that thing's not gonna destroy a bunch of stuff, that's enough for me.
yeah. Yeah, to be honest, pretty much all of us are just trying to make sure that no innocent people would die, all because of evil things.
Some kind of payment, as
Yeah.
bad as that sounds.
After this, should you guys live, then what? Assuming that you succeed, what will you do?
I'll probably go back to exploring.
I guess.
I'd want to go home.
Yeah, to be honest, I guess we kind of have no really vendetta over really bad vendetta with demons, and all we really just have is just normal jobs. So I guess after this, we'll just be going on our merry way.
Yeah, we might be famous or something. I'm assuming we get some kind of payment out of this.
And how do you feel about going back? How do you feel about handling this situation? What does it make you feel? From the deepest depths of your soul.
I'm scared. I'm scared as fuck.
Uncertainty.
Yeah.
I'm a bit angry.
Very
honestly.
much into this.
Okay. Into this? Who said that?
Keg. Keg is just along for the ride. He's down to experience anything.
Okay. I'm going to give you a warning. Granted that you guys have survived already numerous, I'll say, impossible events and encounters. Not to say that you won't make it back, but you won't be yourselves anymore. You will all be changed people. Your your whole personality may be different. There will be people that fear you, and there will be people that respect you. But what matters most is how you carry yourselves afterward. Maintain your sturdiness. Maintain your yourselves. Don't lose yourselves to the corruption of what is happening. I've only known very little from my agents. We have encountered some demonic influences. I have agents protecting several different tunnels and entrances to the Underdark. But I cannot promise that I will have a large force for you. The way we operate is we are an elite force, kind of like a special unit, and we do not work well with others. As you run into us, I want you to understand that they will be the most capable of individuals. Even though I may not look like it, my priorities have always been towards pursuing evil wherever it lies. Unlike many people that fall into situations, they don't have a choice. Me, my choice is this. I may have fancy clothes. I may have friends in high places, but do not let all of this distract you from what I really do and who I really am. The thing that you're going after is actually my life's pursuit. And if it is not yours, if it is not your same goal, chances are you will die. And I don't want you to waste your lives. The people that protect Lord Brunner, they volunteer to be King Brunner, are the people that volunteer to be in their positions. They are people willing to go up against the world in service of their king. That is being able to confront any encounter, any entity on a whim. Are you prepared to sacrifice your lives for such a task voluntarily?
Sure, why not?
I guess if we don't, then more lives will be fallen. So I guess we are going to do this, right?
I'll take a step forward a little bit. When you mean changed, do you mean physically, or was that just like a saying that you were trying to get at us?
With dealing with demons, we don't know. It could be a change of form. It could be a change of mind. It could be a change of location. Who's to say where this journey is going to lead you to? There's no telling.
Oh yeah, I had a feather beard at one point.
Wild magic?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Erwin, may this guardian protect you. Should it survive and you survive, I hope to one day have it returned.
I'll make sure that your guardian will stay by my side until the journey is done.
So little halfling has a shield guardian. Wow. All right, that's it. What I'm going to do is now close.
Damn.
I'm going to close the globe of invulnerability, and then I'm going to misty step outside the building because I don't want anybody to see where I was, where I'm going to, and I'm trying to stay hidden. I disappear.
As he just disappears, I'll kind of like, wait, no, you. Damn it.
Well,
we
I
were-
feel like that guy's kind of full of shit. Oh, this is my life's work. Okay, here, you guys go die.
Yeah.
Do you think he knows
Now that
a way to do like polymorph like Kag?
Whoa. You saying you're gonna steal my magic? My word.
No, I mean, never mind.
so now that he's out, I'm gonna look down at my hand just and realize, wait a minute. And I just see the stem like, wait a minute. He gave me a guardian. And I just run over and start just looking at it and Spade just like with amazement.
Can you move it? Can you like get it to do stuff?
Maybe it's a one-time use. Let's save it.
Well, he had the guardian with him all the time, so it might be it might be with me as long as until either this gem is broken or the guardian dies. But this is still really neat.
Just gonna knock on the guardian. It's pretty solid.
Oh, the shield guardian here. Okay, never mind. I was confused. I thought it was like a summoning spell or item, but no, it's literally this giant thing here.
All right, DM. I think I'm done. Is that good? Is that okay? I had fun.
Dude, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Incredible.
fucking
That
cool.
was- yeah, that fucking like whole speech you gave, that was sick. That was really, really good.
Tied on Demon Lord, dude. Man, that I'm definitely. I've said too much.
Well, if you didn't have the journal and you only gave me a word of mouth, it would have had less chances of being able to succeed and stuff. But since there was actual journal, it says on the scrying that like secondhand information, things like that. So
I believe we actually have like 2 journals of like all that we've been through.
yeah,
right?
I try to study up as much as the character to make him feel kind of cool. A little underwhelming at first, I guess.
DM, is Tay can give me like, oh, never mind. You already made it like a little thing for the.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Have fun. Thanks for letting me stop by. And Sir Lavender and Lady Brindillion, it was fun.
Nice to meet you.
That's
Drop
Lana,
your
bro.
stream
See
in
you back
the-
at the.
Hey, drop your stream in the
on the
chat.
announcements board, man. That was great.
Okay. Well, I'll give it to what is it? The DM. I'll give it to the DM. He'll get it.